Here's Jones. Stuckey, back set to Bird, and Jones can't dig it out.
What a great swing by Bird. We usually see her on the outside, but she's just as lethal on the right side. That long arm swing going across to Jones is super smart, especially if we're trying to take her and the SMU Mustangs out of that offensive rotation.
Bird had 42 swings last night. 14 already in the first set. The back row attack of Jones is denied. And Madkin swinging. Wilburn with a big dig. And Shear follows up with a kill. Her third.
Let's talk about the defense from the Mustangs right now. Wilburn is doing great, holding it down in the back row. And then Malaya Jones just going ahead and giving that leave set to the outside nice and high and letting Shear go and catch it.
Silva reinserted to serve. A couple of aces for her yesterday in SMU's 3-set win over Central Arkansas. Stuckey to Madkin. Now Carlson will feed Rogers. Slowed down to the net. Right back to Madkin. Schilling is there. Now Carlson to Rogers again. Into the donut.
That's a conceal if I have seen one. We usually expect Kennedy Rogers to go up with that big hammer of an arm that she has and take a huge swing at it, but she waited just into the last second to drop that elbow and show the tip.
23-10, SMU. Stuckey gets it to Hudson. Anyanwu with a big swing. That one had some velocity, and the Mustangs are to set point.
Talk about the power from Anyanwu. She wasn't even transitioned back super far, but she made sure that she got that elbow up, opened up those shoulders, showed her power, and took it away.
24-10 Mustangs. Silva puts the ball in play. Anyanwu and Carlson can't end the set for SMU. Their block travels out of bounds. Side out to the Gators.
This is where we know the Gators are so good, is running those middles fast. When they can get that center middle connection, it can't be stopped.
SMU at a 90% side out percentage right now, by the way. Here's Rogers pushing one to the far corner. Hudson keeps it alive. Kanan won't be able to. Mustangs take set one, 25-11. SMU hitting at a 464 clip in the opening set and holding Florida to 0-28. Miss Scott will try to bring her around. 0 for 2 with a fly out to left in the first and a line out to short in the fourth. 1-0 pitch lifted to center field. Lassiter going back, watching it sail out of the yard. The Longhorns pull within one as Mia Scott unleashes her 6th home run of the season.
Mia Scott shows you right there why she lives in that 3-hole. She thrives in situations like this, and I think she is the player that thrives on a little bit of that chippiness, if you will, after that last inning, and someone who's going to step up big time for the Longhorns. This pitch way too good, right over the heart of the plate. Doesn't get too much of a breakdown.
I told you the Longhorn fans were ready to explode, and Mia Scott is the one to light the fuse. LSU's lead trimmed to 3-2. Chance of Texas fights. Heard loud and proud here in Austin for Reese Atwood. 1-1 pitch grounded to the shortstop Hodge. Long throw, bounces it into Edwards. Great stab by the Tiger first baseman.
It's the second time Tori Edwards have had to make a snag over there at first in that short hop. She's done so good at timing those, making it look easy.
172 RBI for Mycoskie. 4th all-time for the Longhorns. Now Jolie Mitchell, part of the drama in the previous half inning. Knocked to the ground by Maddox McKee. At the plate, Mitchell is 0 for 2. Grounded to third in the first inning. Flied out to center in the 4th. Mitchell is locked into center field. After getting knocked to the ground, Mitchell is back up, and the Longhorns have tied this one at 3. The big question coming in would Billy Gillespie choose to ease Hicks in, Scott, or let him into the starting lineup immediately? Chose the latter, and it only makes sense since he's only guaranteed 2 weeks of play.
No doubt, and he's good enough to where it doesn't make any difference how much time he's missed or practice. He's going to be able to fit right in.
Here he is with the ball. Freddie Hicks in the lane, getting it to Sigascar, and he moves around Igutolu to throw it down.
That's why Billy Gillespie says the sky is the limit for Andy Sigascar. What great footwork, caught himself under the basket. A very simple adjustment, great spacing that time for the Texan offense.
SMU adds 3 to the scoreboard. There's Boopy Miller, his first points of the season.
This is what Boopy brings to you. Not only can he get a paint touch and get 2 feet in the paint to suck that defense in and kick it out, he can also score. But his defense has really impressed the first 2 games. That's really what they've emphasized for Boopy coming into the season.
14-8, SMU in front. Sigascar again against Igutolu.
Well, that's going to be a really good matchup. Sigastar sits 6'9", giving 3 inches to Submet.
Pierre gets hit hard by Kaya Isaac, and he'll have attempts from the charity stripe.
Take a look at the footwork here. It's so impressive. Nice step-through move by Sigascar. You just don't see guys that are 6'9", 230 able to do stuff like that. And then the Mustangs retaliate, and they knock down the long-range bomb.
Here's Pierre. 21.6 points per game last year. That ranked him 4th in the NCAA. Second best returning player this season.
And I'll say this, when you look at the big men going to the foul line here, Submet and now Pierre at 6'5", 6'6", and these bigs that are able to draw fouls, get to the line, and then knock down foul shots at an 80% clip. If you're Andy Enfield and this coaching staff, you got to like what you're seeing here.
16-10, SMU after a pair of good free throws by Pierre.
And I just love how the Mustangs have worked on their half-court offense to the extent where their spacing looks so refined in game 1. But I really think that's where the exhibitions come in, with the NCAA allowing teams to play not 1 but 2 and have them open under the lights. I think it just helps you going into game number 1 when traditionally it's been such a beating to watch teams try to function in the half-court previously.
Dior Johnson, a headliner among the newcomers for Tarleton State.
And that's a tough shot. That's a shot that you're okay with if you're Andy Enfield, Tarleton State taking, but that's a tough make.
Pierre driving baseline, slapped away. Tarleton State on the run. Gets out of the hands of Mpaka.
Boy, that's what Tarleton State's got to do. They've got to be able to run the floor against these guys.
Holmes floats one up, swatted away, but it's a goaltend.
It is, but the undersized Mpaka 6'6", making a culture play that time.
Mitchell Holmes has his first 2 points as a Mustang.
And great teams like Billy's team, they don't want to give up layups. They don't want to give up any easy buckets. Even if it's a goaltend, you don't want to let the opponent see it go through, especially on their home court.
18-12 SMU. 13:20 to go. Here's Dormu. Quick work. He got down that left lane in a hurry.
He's quick. He knows what to do with the ball. What court vision, great decision making. That's the athleticism that Gillespie has not had in his time with Stephenville and Tarleton State.
Washington drives to the hole. SMU increases its lead to 6.
That's a nice job. And again, The floor spacing, getting Tarleton State spread out. They're generally extremely tough in allowing opponents to get inside.
And Paca looking for a man. It's Dior Johnson, the junior transfer from Clarendon. Started his career at Pittsburgh, did Dior Johnson, one of the best players in that class of 22. Worked his way back, going down to the JUCO level where he was the best in the nation in scoring.
For his part, Inge said this week, Rooney, that as soon as he walked in the clubhouse, everybody around treated him like he's been there for 4 years. He immediately became part of the Beaver Brotherhood.
That checks out. It's an awesome culture out there. That program in Corvallis is something special.
3-0. In for a strike, catching the outside corner.
How about that? Yeager in the top half of the inning, or bottom half, through a 3-0 slider. That's a 3-0 changeup right there.
Inge is aboard. Galloway started the inning, hit by a pitch. He moves down to second. And with 2 out, Inge draws a walk to get Oregon State back to the top of the order for A.J. Singer.
It's interesting, Chris. Singer, when he's at his best, he is a catalyst. He's an instigator of offense. And it feels like tonight he keeps coming up in these spots where he needs to be the run producer. And I don't know, you know, the game happens when it happens, right? You can't pick that, but there's a reason why he's hitting leadoff. I would like playing behind Caleb Bunch. His whole get up on the mound is awesome.
A.J. Singer will be the next man he faces. An 0 for 4 night thus far. Baylor will be the one with a quick turnaround. They'll play again at 1 o'clock local time on Saturday against Purdue. Oregon State will have a chance to rest a little bit more. They don't play until 5 Central against Southern Miss.
Good at bat so far. This is, if you're an Oregon State fan, you're loving this at bat because Singer not trying to do too much, just being himself, running a great at bat.
Two-0 pitch with 2 out and 2 on. Missing high. Bunch in danger of loading the bases full of Beavers. Does that on 4 pitches.
I think if you're Baylor, you got to go get him now. As much as you believe in Bunch, he looks a little cooked. This has got to be a matchup choice. Baylor's thinking that Bunch's changeup is their best bet to retire Tall.
Easton Talt took a run away from Baylor with the best catch you'll see all weekend. Now has a chance with the bases loaded and the bat in his hands. One the count to him.
Great take right there, because that's just an incredible pitch by Bunch, perfectly executed. If you swing at that, you got no chance. Big take for Talt right there.
0 for 4 on the night. 1-1 driven to left field. Snow coming on. It bounces in front of him. 2 Beavers will score. Easton Talt had the catch of the night and delivers with his bat as well. Beavers take a 3-1 lead.